Hey guys, it's Melissa Gutierrez. Well, now I'm Melissa Perez. I just got married a week ago, but I'm officially back on my blog. I know I kind of went missing in action for 2 months, but I was just kind of really focused on graduating and finishing strong. Sorry for my background. This is my home, and I felt that this was a good space for me to take this video. First and foremost, I just want to welcome y'all to my blog, and now I feel like I have a very different perspective of how I'm going to post. So I am going to be posting lecture videos very soon. I'm just preparing for them, that way I can do the best lecture video possible, and I hope that it helps PA students, nursing students, nurse practitioner students, or students even in medical school, or patients, sorry, or students who are pursuing this career. But I have gotten some requests on preparing for boards. So now I'm officially a graduate from the University of Texas Rio Grande Valley. I'm a physician assistant officially, but I'm not certified yet. I'm going to be taking my exam in February. So I am preparing for my exam right now, and many PAs around the nation are doing the same. So I'm going to give you all kind of how I'm preparing, and hopefully that can help a lot of PAs out there that are also preparing for the biggest test of our lives, guys. So my go-to books, definitely Pants Prep Pearls, which I love that book. Biggest advice though to whoever's watching my videos that hasn't graduated yet, do not just depend on this book throughout your didactic or your clinical year. You need to hone in on more pathophysiology, anatomy, pharmacology. Go a little bit deeper before you really start using this book as your main source of information, okay? I'm also using Step Up to Medicine. I love that book because it's very colorful. If you all do use Pants Prep Pearls, it's black and white, big letters, but it's not colorful, and I'm a colorful person, so Step Up to Medicine kind of gives me that, and Step Up to Medicine is a little bit more in-depth than Pants Prep Pearls. So I combine those two, and I also do the recertification book. That's an older book, but I like it because it has questions in the front, like a pre-test and a post-test, so you really see where you're at. I also got the PANS, or the PANRE question book, which is also by the same authors of the Pants Prep Pearl book. Awesome book. It has about 6 exams if I'm not mistaken, and it has explanations in the back. So those are my go-to books as of now. Board reviews, there's a lot out there and they're amazing. I would have gotten probably a lot more than what I did, but I couldn't afford it. And you know, as a PA student, money's a little tight. So I went to the one that was the most affordable, but I thought I was going to be able to really get the most out of. So I got Pants Master, and I also have been planning to buy the NCCPA exams. You can buy 2 exams for Pants and 2 Pants for PANRE, and they're $50 each. So that way you kind of see where you're at, and you can kind of see how the style of questions are. So those are the sources that I'm using, at least when it comes to board reviews. The way I study, I kind of posted a little bit about this earlier, but the biggest thing about preparing for boards is you really need to break it down in simpler terms. So by this I mean, for example, let's say I'm going to be reviewing heart failure. Heart failure is a really broad topic, and you can really be studying heart failure for hours if you really dig deep. But what do they want you to know, right? So first, I always study, what is heart failure? What does that mean? And when I study that, I include a little bit of pathophysiology, but basics, you know, keep it short and simple. Then causes, or fancier word, etiology. So what causes heart failure? Then I go into how will my patient present? So if I come in to the ER or to the clinic, what am I going to be seeing? What is the patient going to be complaining about, right? How do I diagnose this? Now, for diagnosis for your boards, it's really important to be able to differentiate initial test versus gold standard. So they're very different things. For example, your initial test for heart failure, you can do EKG, you can do a chest x-ray, but your definitive test or gold standard is going to be an echo, correct? You want to see the ejection fraction, etc. So that's just a little bit of diagnosis. And then how do I treat it? What's the treatment plan? Non-pharmacological and pharmacological, you need to know both. And then after I review the whole topic, I do buzzwords. And I'm like, okay, what do I need to be looking out for in the stem of the question so I can think heart failure? right? So that's kind of the way I study. I will be doing some lectures soon on some topics, and I hope it really helps the people who are preparing for boards, but even nursing students, nurse practitioner students, medical students, or any kind of student that's pursuing the medical field. I hope that these lectures do help. And I'm hoping that by lecturing a little bit, I'll be able to test my skills and see how I'm doing in the topics, and that'll help me prepare for boards. So just be on the lookout. And thank you for supporting my blog. I'm going to keep blogging, and I'm going to try to stay as active as possible. And if you're following me, please keep me in your prayers. I'll be taking my boards in about a month, and I would really appreciate it. So stay tuned. Bye, guys.